you know, I feel so grateful that I've come across something that's enabled me to align my passion and my purpose together. This is a really, really special company, and I just wanted to say, first of all, obviously, thank you to Deborah and Donna Bradley for creating something amazing. Most importantly, what this has given me is not just an incredible income, but it's finally given me a place where I feel like I fit in. And, you know, that's a really special thing to have, dream, and I'm so grateful. So thank you.
You ain't know Texas women do it bigger.
2006 and 2007 was the worst years of my life, so I thought. My sister and her baby was killed in a car accident. My father and my brother was taken away from me. And all in a 6-month period, I found myself being indicted on charges with a group of people that I thought was my friends. I went to court for 1 year, and 2 weeks before my sentencing, I found out I was 2 months pregnant, and I was an insulin-dependent diabetic, and I was taking 4 shots a day. I went in front of the judge. It was my first time ever being in any kind of trouble, and told her that I needed special care. She said, I don't care. You didn't cooperate, you're going. She sentenced me to prison for 2 years. And while I was there, I was reading a book one day called A Divine Revelation of Heaven by Mary Kay Baxter. And the chapter that I was on, they were showing me a lady in a hospital with her husband holding a dead baby. Little did I know I would be that lady 3 days later. So they transferred me to another prison closer to home. And the day I got there, I met a guy by the name of Sergeant Rodney Spivey. And he looked at me, he said, you're glowing. I don't know what it is about you, but God got something great on your life. You're not the average person that comes in. That day I wrote it, when he told me that day I wrote a letter to God. I said, I wanted to empower thousands of people. I said, I want to really empower women because we go through so much and we wear so many hats, but keep going every day. I said that I would write a book about my life because I'm not ashamed of where I've been because I know where I'm going. And 2 years after my release, he found me on Facebook. Of course, I did not look the same. I couldn't have hair there. But he introduced me to a company by the name of Organo Gold, where there I met Miss J.P. Watkins. Miss J.P. Watkins introduced me to a man called Donald Bradley 3 years ago, and it changed my life. So if you're a part of my organization, I want you to stand up, whether you're from the U.S. or the U.K., because even though I was in the pit, we're now in the palace. I had to go to the pit so that we all could go to the palace. And I tell you, your current situation is not your final destination. Don't go by what it looks like right now. Look at where you're going. God bless. Thank you.
You ain't know.
Do you see a champion? Or do you look in the mirror and do you see an underdog? Do you look in the mirror and think, oh my goodness, all the cards are stacked against me? Right? Anybody feel like that? Anybody feel that way? Because I want to talk to those people today who feel like the cards are stacked against you. If you feel like the underdog, because let me tell you, we know a little something about cards being stacked against you. See, sometimes the world stacks cards against you, and sometimes you stack the cards against yourself. We got a little bit of both going on over here. See, some things that say you should not be successful are getting married at 19 years old, right? That doesn't bring success. Having your first child at 19, statistics say, forget it, right? When he's so cute that you go out and you have 3 more, just like him, right? Before you're 30, you know, you're not really supposed to be successful. When you're a son raised by a single mom, we know what statistics say about that, right? You know, I was diagnosed with autoimmune disease in 2005. I was suffering with it for a long time before that, but it's like having lupus and MS, and the only blood clotting disorder they don't know how to stop. I've had strokes. I've had blood clots in my lungs, things that are supposed to take my life. Getting out of bed on a daily basis was nearly impossible for a long time. Guys, cards were stacked against me, right? And then guess what happened? We found Planet Marketing. Yes. And what I really want to tell you is from that day forward, everything was roses, right? But I can't, because cards stack, right? Cards keep stacking. Some people think, oh my goodness, I just don't have the greatest sponsor. Well, guess what? I don't have a sponsor. Guys, I have no sponsor. I didn't have a coach. It took almost until I hit directorship to find my amazing coach, Aquarius Jackson. Thank you so much that I finally found him, right? But things were stacked against us. Things were hard. I didn't have experience in network marketing. First timer. This is our first go round. Guys, it's hard. It's not easy, but let me tell you something about underdogs. Underdogs know how to fight, right? Underdogs know how to work. Underdogs, people don't see us coming, right? So we don't have quite as much opposition. I'm just saying, it's kind of an advantage being underdogs sometimes. We like it. So, guys, all you have to do is take control. When you make the decision that you're gonna win, when you decide to look in that mirror and be the champion, right? See, the underdog has nothing to lose, but everything to gain. If the cards are stacked against you, reshuffle the deck.
And Mr. Bradley, I thank you. I can't thank you enough for this vision. You have completely changed my life. Who would have known a girl from Nacogdoches, Texas, country girl, would be speaking in front of thousands of people, beautiful, like-minded people. You're looking at a woman that went from struggles to success. By the age of 17, I had my first son. By the age of 19, I had my second son, a college dropout. Then I began to experience what they call hardship. I was living without a purpose. The last 10 years of my life, I had a cloud of death following me. From losing my mother, to seeing my sister pass away in my home, to 6 months later receiving a call that my brother was in a tragic car accident, losing my father to dementia, and burying 2 nephews on the same exact day. When I wanted to throw in the towel, God said, be patient, I have something big in store for you. January the 20th, 2017, I joined Planet Marketing. And it changed my life. Not only did I not have network marketing experience, I never was a traditional business owner. Guys, April 2018, I attended my very first convention, and I walked the stage as a bronze builder. Do you hear me? A bronze builder. And I stand here proudly saying that God said, Chrissy, I have more for you. I stand here as a 3-star director, a 6-figure income earner on a part-time basis. Won't he do it? So I'm gonna say this, your strength doesn't come from winning. It comes from your struggles and your hardship. Everything that you go through prepares you for your next level. Planet Marketing, you have 3 choices. You can give up, you can give in, or you can give it all you got. Thank
you. So I joined the business 2 years ago. Little did I know I was going to build a team. I just joined the travel side. 4 months later, I actually lost my preschool job that was very secure. I'd done it for 11 years. And it was just before Christmas. The only way I had to make an income was to actually build a team. I had to earn that weekly income. And that's where my team building came from. It kind of spiraled, and I got a buzz for it. I really enjoyed it, so I just ran with it. I was actually offered a job in the January, just after, and I turned it down. I had 9 people on my team, and I said, no, I'm gonna stick with this. My husband was supporting me, and I decided that was it. I was just gonna stay here and carry on building a team. Things just grew and grew. When we came to convention last year, I witnessed 3 of my upline receive the sapphire ring. I was a 1-star director, still not really taking things seriously, but I decided that I was going to return here as a 3-star and I was going to receive my sapphire ring. Little did I know, again, I received it earlier than I planned to. But from all of this, my husband's watched my journey and he actually decided to jump on board back in March, and we're now working the business together. But every time I've come to one of these events, I've made another decision. It's always been a decision of where I'm going to go next. I know what I'm coming back as next year. I know what I'm going to do, and I'm going to work every day until it's done. So make the decision, commit to it, and give it everything you've got.
That my father, my hero, passing away when I was at the age of 11 would take me out. They thought me having a baby at the age of 15 would take me out. They thought that me having cancer at 16 would take me out. They thought that my 3 bankruptcies would take me out. They thought that that foreclosure sign on my house would take me out. They thought that divorce would take me out. They thought that me going to school just to get a financial aid check to pay my bills would take me out. They thought that denying me food stamps because they said I made too much, but we were struggling and I had to go to a church to get food would take me out. They also said that no one would marry a woman with 3 children. How many of you know the people that call themselves they? Never allow other people's perception of you to become your reality. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3-star director, Nate.
Good morning, Planet Marketing. Guys, I want to share a concept that is absolutely, in my opinion, is responsible for all of my success, not just in Planet Marketing, but in life. Somebody repeat after me, say, belief. Belief. Guys, that concept right there has allowed me to hit 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and then get to the ring and help others do the same. And so I want to share just a little part of my story. And my goal today is to encourage somebody. Is that all right? Guys, when we got started, I didn't try to be a 1-star. I didn't hope to be a 1-star. I believed that it was already done and I went to work. Somebody say believe. Believe. Guys, here's the thing about belief. Nothing is impossible if you just believe. If you just believe. And so guys, my whole life has been about that. When I went to college, I didn't do so well the first year and I went away for a couple years. I dropped out. And everyone said, go get that good government job. But I was allergic to that 4x4 cubicle at the government, right? And so I believed that I would go back. Was in a car accident, got the money, went back. Somebody say believe. Believe. Fast forward, they told me I wouldn't graduate on time because I needed to take 3 extra classes. They told me this 2 weeks before graduation. I wrote an appeal letter, they denied it. I ordered my cap and gown. I did another appeal letter, they denied it. I invited my family. I got the letter for graduation on graduation day. How many people know everybody showed up? I met the girl of my dreams. She's the only one that's ever broken up with Nate Newman. And she did it 3 times. But we just celebrated 21 years of marriage. Somebody say, believe. They told me that I couldn't get 6 figures in Planet Marketing. I'm a 6-figure ring earner. Somebody say, believe. Understand something. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do if you just believe. Look to your neighbor. Say, neighbor, oh neighbor, just believe. Guys, my name is Nate Newman. I'm destined for